Now, our next guest is Mr. Mehrab Baluchi. And welcome, Mr. Mehrab Baluchi. Baluchi under the Iranian occupation.
So, I will introduce you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. On behalf of the Campaign for Independent Baluchistan from Iran, I thank the Patriotic Arab Democratic Movement and Ahwaz for this opportunity. Thank you. So many things has been said, or so many people talked. I disagree with some. I mean, like the hate against the Baluch and Arab and Kurd and to some point Turk. It is institutionalized in Iran. It is not a government hate the people. It's not only the government. It is the society. It is the common man in Iran hate Sunni. It is a common man in Iran hate Arab. I mean, they just, some of them, which they call themselves modernized Iranian, they hate to hear that Islam came from the Arab. How could be? How civilized we are. And then to accept the uncivilized, sorry for my language, the Arab uncivilized religion. And we were so proud of ourselves. This is institutional racism within the Persian or Persianized society, people. There are not only the Persian, some of our, unfortunately, our Baluch, our Arab, our Kurd, sometimes cautiously hate themselves because of the following the institutional, Iranian institutional definition of Iran. So I'll come back to the Baluchistan. The purpose of any state in our time is the protection of human life and culture. The large-scale unemployment spark war. The Baluch in Iran do not have their subsistence guaranteed by the state. There are not adequate food and provision to preserve a dignified life in Baluchistan. Combination of lack of economical development, failed organization, bad environment, undemocratic institution, and unnatural boundaries made the Baluch living condition intolerable in Iran. Iran's state structure is based on the coercive structure without proper institution and little legitimacy to hold the state together. So with little effort within a state, with little effort within, the state will collapse. Iran appears to be strong in terms of destructive power and influence and control our many terrorist organizations, but it is a failing state in terms of delivering goods and services or protection of its citizens and their rights. Iran is no longer capable to arbitrate dispute between a citizen and diverse ethnic group that competing for the control of state resources, provision of the economic infrastructure, and the state failed to provide security to citizens. Iran has been using foreign terrorists to suppress its own citizens. The majority of Baluch, Arab, and Kurd population reach a point that they are not willing to accept the Persian rule and decision. Iran is fast becoming a failing state. The Baluch believe that Tehran Shia regime is spread too thin all over the Middle East and can be defeated in Yemen, Iraq, Syria, Bahrain, and in the occupied Baluchistan as well. We believe that Persians do not have enough resources and manpower to maintain so many wars in so many fronts. Ladies and gentlemen, Baluchistan is not Iran, but occupied land. Tehran is treating Baluchistan as a Persian colony. The goal for the Baluch is an independent Baluchistan from Iran. Protesters and vote had led few countries to the independence. But Iran is not one of those countries in which the will of the people is sovereign. It is the time for the Baluch and other nations who have been the victim of the Persian occupation, including the Arab Gulf state and others who also have been the victim of the Iranian-sponsored terrorism, to unite against the Persian Shia expansionist policy. Ladies and gentlemen, at the present time, the existence of nation are necessary and good for the world peace and security. We believe that the Baluch as a nation and unified Baluchistan as a homeland for the Baluch has right to exist in a multi-nation world. The Baluch existence and liberty is under the threat in Iran. Iran is dominated by Shia Persian ethnic groups that deny the language, culture, economic right to non-Persian. The Baluch existence and liberty would have been guaranteed if the Baluchistan was an independent state. There is no bright future for the Baluch inside Iran, even after the regime change in Tehran. Ladies and gentlemen, Baluch is the nation, and Baluchistan is occupied land. And the Baluch also have right to national self-determination. We appeal to the world and to recognize this fact and support the Baluch nation right to national self-determination. Before I finish my talk, someone asked about the United Nations. We, as a Baluch, we have been to UN. We have lobbied inside the UN. We met a lot of high-level ambassadors as well as a lot of human rights activists. United Nations is a club of the ethnic group who dominate the state. And on every human rights report, the state, Iran, have a monopoly to change the language of the reports. Therefore, we as a Baluch, we do not have any hope in the United Nations or in other intergovernmental organization. What we have a hope, what we see uprising against Iran, not against, against the regime, that's fine. But our struggle is a struggle against the state, against the mindset, against the state as an institution that is discriminating. For us, change of regime will not bring any change to Ahwaz and to Baluch. It has to be a national right of self-determination for everyone. There is no but, and as the Iranians said, amma or but. It has to be that. We believe that all Ahwaz is occupied land, Baluchistan is occupied land. There is no other third way. That Iran is not a legitimate state. The concept of Iran has no appeal on me. I mean, if you say that Iran is like, it's not like people before said, it's not appealing to me. It is a complete occupation, subjugation, and that's it. It's nothing. Iran means subjugation of the Baluch. Iran means maybe the Ahwazi court, and they all speak for themselves. Thank you very much again for.
Any question, please? Thank you.
That's
Thank you
great.
very much.
Great.